Welcome to Psychic Insights, where pop culture meets higher consciousness and the tea is always a little bit mystical. I'm Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend, and around here we don't just watch the drama unfold. We read the energy behind it, whether it's celebrity scandals, reality TV, chaos, or true crime with a twist. I'm tuning in to bring you the intuitive scoop the headlines miss. So buckle up, because your aura's about to get entertained. Welcome back to my channel. It's Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend. Continuing coverage of the Laura Owens saga. And if you're new here, Laura Owens is a woman who accused the bachelor Clayton Echard of fathering twins, and it wasn't true. That's what the court said, and as a result, she is now facing 14 felonies in criminal court. So it's been an interesting case. And those of you who have been following it, thank you for following it. And I thought one of my viewers asked to take a look at the debtor's exam, which is happening it's scheduled for tomorrow, December 9th. And I thought maybe I would take a little bit of a different take on it. I was curious about what came to me whenever I sit with these things, how I should approach this, what would be the best way right now. And the energy suggested, the question came up was, did Clayton's team, did they do this strategically to help the criminal court? I kind of was interested. I wanted to know the hidden purposes behind this. And yeah, so will this help the criminal case? And I was really curious. So, because this is not just about money, it's about truth. It's about karmic reckoning for Laura, because it's a common. So my intuition, the cards, they were pretty clear. So let's just kind of review. On December 9th, Laura Owens is expected to appear for a Judgment Debtor Examination, which is a financial interrogation under oath. And we know how much she loves to tell the truth under oath, right? And this will include, this is where the court wants to see her bank records, marketplace sales, online transactions, her horse leases, sales, that kind of stuff, business activity, and really any financial document she's touched in the last 2 years. And this hearing is often where people accidentally reveal more than they intended, because civil court feels safer than criminal court. But it's not safer for her, because her choices are under scrutiny, under investigation, and this is what happened when I pulled the cards. And I'll tell you what I pulled. I used my Lenormand. I love them. I got Clover, Moon, Woman, and Heart. So let's talk about what Clover is. Clover is a lucky break. It's a tiny clue, a receipt, a deposit, a sale, a digital trail, something she didn't think mattered. But this tiny detail becomes a doorway to something bigger. Fascinating. And then we have the moon. And the moon is image versus reality. Moon is the mask, the public persona, the story she tries to project. But Moon also reveals income connected to visibility, whether they're online sales, social platforms, her horse persona, anything tied to her public identity. And this is the card of what she says doesn't match what she's doing. I kind of think, the Berries athletic, whatever it is, fitness place she goes to, which is very pricey. And I go to a pricey gym, and it's even more pricey than that. So holy moly. All right. So we got the woman, and the woman, it comes back to her. This is the discovery that leads directly back to Laura. No middleman, no misunderstanding, no else to blame. And then we have the heart. And this is the big reveal. The heart. money flowing towards something she loves, horses, a person she's supporting, a passion identity she refuses to let go of. Heart is where the emotional truth exposes the financial truth. This is the thread prosecutors love to pull. Okay. So I wanted to know, will this help the criminal case? And oh boy, it does, because the civil exam may end up being one of the most important moments in the criminal case, and not because of the exam itself, but because what she exposes during it. And here's why. Any inconsistencies becomes evidence. Any hidden income becomes pattern behavior. Any contradiction between her public persona and sworn statements becomes credibility damage. Any attempt to conceal assets becomes conscious intent. And prosecutors can subpoena all of it. All of it. So this is what I was interested in. Will the exam help the criminal case? And yes, it will. So I wanted to know, did Clayton file this as a strategic move? And so let's talk strategy. Energetically, Clayton didn't file this out of anger. He didn't file it to punish her. He filed it to expose truth. And yeah, it was strategic. So bravo to him. And he may not have filed it for the criminal case, but he absolutely filed knowing it would support the criminal case. My psychic read on his energy is, I'm not letting go of this, I'm following through, and the truth belongs on the record. He's also supporting the other men in this case. Now, Greg Gillespie. Fantastic. This is someone who's learned how she operates, and this civil examination forces the pattern into the light. It's the legal funnel, and once you're in the funnel, you can't climb out. And I really do feel like this is, I feel like Clayton and his team are actually, the warriors for truth, and part of her karmic, comeuppance. All right, so here is the full energy prediction that I have. Clayton's side will find something small that opens up a bigger contradiction, and it ties back to Laura, and it exposes emotional money. It's things that, she loves, right? This isn't the final blow, but it is the momentum shift, and the universe keeps using the legal system to say enough. More, stop running. We don't want any more of that, and we don't need any more illusions here. So if you want a part 2, where I look into how likely the prosecutors will use this information and what the next few months look like for Laura, I think I've already covered a little bit about that, but if you'd like more of that, let me know. And if this reading resonated, hit the like so I can keep covering this on deeper energetic levels of real world cases. Thank you again for your support, and comment. Let me know what you think, and if you have any other perspectives you'd like me to look at, what kind of questions you'd like me to cover in regards to this case, because I'm all about it. And stay tuned for, I'm doing a series on people who are head scratchers, but they're really mirrors to what's going on in our collective. And I'm finding it fascinating. So I'm Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend, and truth always finds a way to the surface. And I'll see you in the next one.